sweet, great day. Great day to you. I think today is October 29th, 2025. This is the rising message. Um, Spirit gave us, we saw the Four of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Four of Cups, 10 and 8, four swords, 4 cups, and 10 wands equals 18. It was giving us moon energy. It almost was giving me the energy that somebody, 4 of swords, like resting in bed, 10 of wands, like struggling with like feeling fulfilled. I was getting discontent, bored, like a hard time with like getting out of bed, feeling depressed. So I pray for health and healing and vitality onto everyone who needs it. Like if your energy is low, it's something that you can't see. Spirit is like really focusing on cleansing the lenses, like on the back of the phone. You couldn't sleep last night? Yeah. Oh, see, look, four swords, resting and struggling to rest, and now you could be waking up today feeling like a lack of energy, not ready to face the day. 4 cups, like you don't want to do ish, but like get back in the bed and go rest. It's something with that. Thank you, sis. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Veronica. Thank you so much for everything you do for your collective, for us, for me. Such an amazing person you are, and I pray you have the best birthday ever. Like it's one of the tops here. So I look forward to your practically personals this evening. I'll be there to support you. Your ex ruined your birthday. Oh, see, I'm hearing it's my party and I'll cry if I want to, cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. I don't know why that just came through remix like that. But that sucks. Like some people who are just so self-centered and selfish, they go out of their way to ruin special days for other people. You know, that's just sad. I pray that this day is amazing and is great and you feel special in every way. And know that you are loved and you are appreciated and you are celebrated. So happy birthday, beloved. Um, oh, we missed Soul of a Man. He went live today. He hasn't gone live in a minute. And we missed it. We'll have to go back and check him out. General collective reading. What's depressing you? What's depressing your energy? That's what I'm getting, right? Because Spirit did give us the Four of Swords, the 10 of Wands, and the 4 cups. And those numbers, 10 and 4, 10 and 4 equals 18, is giving moon energy. Like what's going on behind the scenes? What's depressing you? What's trying to hold you down? What's diminishing your mood? If you didn't rest well last night, like Veronica, you might need some extra rest. It could be the memories of something. Veronica is coming through again. Like sometimes we are plagued by events that happen around certain times of the year, and it can just be a hard struggle. I know for me, like my birthday is always a hard time of the year. I be so turned up and I be so excited for like my birthday to be coming, but it always comes with a twinge of disappointment because I don't have a lot of people that celebrate my birthday. Yeah, you were just thinking about going back to bed. Yeah, like my mommy, she always finds a way to do something, special. Um, my sister, my friend of 30 years, like she may do something. I might get a call from the kids, my oldest may call. Sometimes it was a time when Blessing and I were, the relationship was so bad that she didn't even acknowledge it. My middle child may acknowledge it, may not, but I've gotten used to kind of like not having any celebratory energy. So it's like a happy day, but then again, it's not. It just reminds me of like the ish. Wow. See, Echo 805 says they're 58 and have only had one birthday party in their life at 18. Yeah. Even when I had people like, I was going to take a trip. So we went to Chicago this year, Veronica. For funny story about that. Yeah, it's a celebration for of self for me. Yeah. It's like that thing. So we went to Chicago this year for my birthday. Um, because I was supposed to go last year. I started getting into the mindset like I'm gonna do something for self because nothing ever really happens, and if you don't celebrate you, then you just feel uncelebrated, right? So it leans into that depressing feeling. It really weighs on our heart. So we were like, we're gonna plan it, we're gonna do it. Great. Set up the plans, reserve the hotel, get everything together, and an aunt of mine was like, "Oh, we're gonna throw you a party, and we want to come over and do this and that." And you moved into the house, and you haven't had anybody over, and you're back, and this. And lo and behold, do you know we canceled plans to allow them to do that because she was so adamant about celebrating us. She fucking canceled. Didn't even tell me the day of my birthday or the day of the fucking party. I'm like, hey, where you at? You guys getting food and everything and getting the house all clean and set up. Oh, we're not gonna be able to make it. Canceled it the day of and didn't even tell me. I don't know what that is. Has anybody else felt like you just, sometimes you just get the short end of the stick and people act like they can do it and there's no consequences or everything is going to be okay or they don't even care about how it hurts or impacts you? Yeah, that right there is the it's the sabotage. Oh wow, you got a lot of channel donations for your birthday. That's beautiful. Yeah. It's the sabotage. They'd be like, you could have just let me do what I was doing. We got to the point where it's like we're not no longer gonna just let it go by like the whole year and we're doing this for this person, doing this for that person, doing this for this person. And when our day comes by, it's like fucking crickets. We like shit, we gonna put that money to the side and plan something. So when it's our day to celebrate us, we're gonna celebrate us as an act of self-love, as an act of self-care. Because if we don't do it for self, there's no guarantee that somebody else is gonna do it. They don't always show that appreciation. Coffee. So glad that everything is coming out well. I pray you have the best day, Veronica, and you feel extra loved and extra special and extra supported. So let's get into it. Ayo. Thank you so much for bringing us in, bro. Listen to the holiest of holies. I feel like I'm up on my head. Somebody could feel like they bumping their head. The spirit could be forcing them to come in and sit the hell down. I'm hearing hush. That word is coming through. I saw a video and it stood out like hush. Yeah, some people don't be wanting you to have fun. Right. Oh wow. Oh wow. You know what? Again, but that's a part of the trials of the chosen, right? Where you get surrounded by demons and devils and people who just have a really nasty disposition. They are there to bring us adversity, to press our buttons, to put all this pressure on us. Which we were looking at some other things last night, so we're gonna bring a real nerd out message probably this evening or something like that. We're gonna try to get on and so we can wrap it up before Veronica goes on. Hey, Miss Monica. But it's definitely one of those ones as we've been exploring the energy of this star bursting or your breakout energy. And it is like that pressure. It gets to the point where like it's so heavy, like shit, Four of Swords. I just need to rest. I have been struggling to build or push this weight, Ten of Wands, for so long. And it's like, is it ever gonna happen? It's like I just need to sit down. 4 cups, 1 cup, 2 cups, 3 cups. I done poured into this. I done poured into this. I done poured into this, and I done built this shit. And now it's just like I'm still feeling like a lack of fulfillment. right? It's giving a lack of fulfillment. And sometimes it's because we don't have like the four corners, the four pillars. I'm seeing that focus card we were talking about yesterday, the four corners where you have spiritual stability, you have emotional stability, mental stability, spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical stability. And it gives you the foundation, four corners being met so that you can fill in everything else, right? Everything else starts to come together and starts to unfold. So it's something with definitely either meditation, prayer to help somebody who's struggling because they definitely feel a sense of discontent and a lack of fulfillment. The moon, what's bothering you? What's behind the scene? So let's jump into the message, y'all. Spirit is bringing the mooncology cards out because we got 18. What's the moon? What is the moon? There is something else here they want to get. Five of Wands. Yeah, somebody's struggling. It could be a conflict. It could be competing interests. It could be, yeah, it's definitely feeling like some sort of fight, some sort of battle. Oh, step into your power. What's this? Adjustments are required and time to be real with something. So, what are the adjustments that are required, and what do you need to be real with? Somebody's lack of fulfillment. And the hush is giving me that you're not speaking about it. Four of Swords, you're not saying anything. You're quiet. Almost like keeping it to yourself and struggling with it. The fact that you have this lack of fulfillment. Four of Cups. Moon energy is giving repressed. You're not saying something. Some of it could be subconscious. The spirit could be calling it up out of your spirit to reveal it to you, to illuminate it. But it's something about that. A fiery I almost said complex. What's going on with a fiery complex? Somebody got a complex going on. But a fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. Which is funny that we pulled Aries because divine masculine is sitting here. Emperor energy is associated with Aries energy. Embrace this energy by cultivating the courage to face the challenges, the wisdom to see the truth, and the resilience to stand firm in your convictions. What is this fiery climax? I do hear an end is coming. You may be called to express, or the spirit may be bringing it up so that you can say something. Could have some heat on it. I do feel the temperature being turned up. We've been feeling like that. Gemini, you could be facing something within yourself that you don't want to face. You could be called to face it. You could even be talking to people who you are connected to. Yeah, solar plexus. Definitely yellow, transmuting energy. Yesterday we picked up on the colors red and green. And red and green make yellow. So a lot of yellow is here. Transmutation, changing, alchemizing something. And you may not know exactly what it is. And the fact that this is a fiery climax, that's that fire energy. Solar plexus to me is associated with that fire type of energy, sun energy. Gemini is air, but all this yellow is giving fire energy. And speaking of Gemini being air is here. So there is something with communication. We see power standing in your strength. That's that Aries energy. So somebody needs to say something. There's something that you're not saying that you need to say. Either you need to say it to the spirit, say it to yourself, or say it to a particular person. There's something that needs to be expressed. Divinity is coming through. So you could be really tapping into your divine nature. Again, we talked about those four corners. It was given spiritual, right? So transformation and new life. So definitely death and rebirth. So somebody has gone through some sort of resurrection. You may be loving on yourself because self-love is here. Right? Coffee, organization. You may be organizing your life or being called to organize your life so that you can experience more fulfillment. Red and blue. And we were picking up this red and blue energy last week when it comes to star explosion, two different types of heat, right? So where you may have been burning red, you may have like transformed with that death energy, new light burning blue, more efficient, fully combusting, operating on a whole different level. So I definitely get, look, fiery climax approaches with the death and renewal. And that's two different types of flame. Relief and psychic is here. So definitely somebody is psychic, and through this death and transformation is resurrection, is new life that's here. You may have discovered your psychic abilities, your power. There is a fiery climax that's behind here, or maybe this is what led to this death and rebirth type of energy, but we do see relief is coming. So Four of Swords, needing rest, or feeling like you need to rest. Ten of Wands, struggling with something. Four of Cups, being discontent. Yeah, transformation is here. And nature spirits transmuting that energy. It's like something that's calling you to ground yourself, right? Relief, transmutation, and nature spirits. It's definitely grounding that needs to take place as you're going through this transformation. Veiled. There's things behind the moon that you don't see. There's things that you don't allow people to see in terms of your emotion. You're not saying all of it. You may just be looking at the Three of Cups and knowing that you feel a lack of fulfillment. And maybe you don't see that there's an opportunity coming that will bring you towards that energy. Like you're on a journey towards fulfillment, so don't give up now, beloved. I'm here for somebody, you're in the middle of it. Divine Masculine coming back through, and we just saw Divine Masculine. Friendship across a connection, somebody coming across your path. This could be somebody that comes in to support you, to help you. Yeah, crown chakra. Understanding is coming through, crossing the boundaries of the material world. Look, Aries, again, it's something with this Aries fiery energy. Right? Full moon in Aries. With the Divine Masculine is given Emperor. And we see Cancer coming through. And I have to show the other deck because we used this deck yesterday. And when we shuffled it to put it away, look what it landed on. Cancer. So it is giving me deep emotions. I'm also feeling like the shell, right? Like Cancers have a stereotype of when they get into their emotions, they retreat into the shell. But the shell is a part of the crab, like it's a part of its body. It naturally has a defense system for its softer inner parts. And that's what I'm getting, like somebody is struggling, not saying, not speaking, right? Feeling like they need some vitality, they need some help with whatever it is that they are dealing with. Ten of Wands and Four of Cups, a lack of fulfillment. A lack of, it feels a lack of fulfillment. Like you could have Three Cups, you could have husband or friends or something like some sort of community or a place to go out. It could be a hobby. It could be work, career. It could be children. It could be however, whatever is in those Three Cups. But there's something that you feel like is missing. And there's a cup coming from the infinite, from the Most High God, to bring you something, and I'm getting it will deepen your sense of fulfillment. It's like a person that does this thing, this thing, this thing. I don't know if you tried certain things, but it's like you may have done that. Like it's right there. Don't you see we did that? But even though we did this, and we did this, and we did this, we still don't feel fulfillment. It's like a lack of fulfillment. It's given like a person really hasn't stepped into their purpose. And so you could have done all these things, but you don't feel fulfilled. It's like a career woman may not necessarily just be fulfilled by having a successful career. She may find more fulfillment having a successful career, hobbies that she enjoys, friends and connections, family, husband, children, like the whole shebang, right? Sometimes we're like sold this thing where like If you are just a stay-at-home mom and you're the wife and you have children, you're supposed to be just fulfilled with that. And that's not the case, because if you don't have a place for your dharmic expression, then you're gonna feel that lack of fulfillment. There's something missing, and the something is missing is your soul expressing itself. It's okay to want your full plate. You know what I mean? To be like, okay, I want life and I want it more abundantly, more fully, more completely. I want to be fulfilled inside and out. There's nothing wrong with that. We understanding crown chakra, red and blue flame igniting the purple violet flame, psychic abilities, crown chakra. You understand that there is more. And it's something about this fiery passion that's fueling your actions, lighting the way. A climax is coming in, divine masculine. It's a lot of red here. Root chakra energy, standing in your authority. It's giving, taking your seat, taking up space, taking up room, and again, doing it more fully. It's something about being full bodied. You could be a person that was in your divine feminine energy. You know, you could have gone through the track to get to this in transformation, death, new life, resurrection, and now you're working towards really balancing your divine masculine energy so that both energies are fully grown up, matured, and they're coming together. Let's get married type of energy. And you will really be expressing your full divinity. Crown chakra, understanding, lit. Something about solar plexus. It's a lot of energy that somebody has to transmute. You've been through a lot through this journey of death and resurrection, and you are steady maturing. See, divine feminine. Didn't we say that you were in your divine feminine? That's exactly what Spirit just said. You went through something, this track, this journey to go through a transformation and a resurrection, death, and new life, coming out together, getting grounded, your psychic abilities awakening. You really balanced your divine feminine energy. The next step in your transformation is to step into your power. Aries, your divine masculine energy. A fiery I don't know why it's giving me a complex. Somebody got a fucking complex, and I don't know if it's you or if it's somebody else that's around you that does not like you stepping into your power. It's either they don't like it or they won't like it. They won't like it. Whatever you do stepping into this power is going to bring relief to you. Four of Swords to the Ten of Wands. Them Ten of Wands is giving a relief here. It's number 12, Hangman. Somebody getting ready to see shit different. A whole new perspective. Yeah, Capricorn. Somebody finna see shit different. A whole new perspective. See, Ten of Wands. You embody the essence of hard work and responsibility that propels you or prepares you. I'm getting prepare and propel. They're giving me the word prepare specifically. It propels you towards your goals, but remember that rest, Four Swords, and relaxation is important too. I can't make it up. So if you are building, make sure you are resting while you are doing this hard work. If you are having a hard time resting, it can make you feel a kind of way. It could depress your spirit. So, I don't know if you have help, but it's definitely given. You're going through the process of balancing your divine masculine, your divine feminine energy, and it's hard work, and you feel it. But there is a climax coming, like the ending to this is coming together, so it could feel heightened intensity, like you could have emotions or something like that going on, and you may not really understand what it is. I can't make it up. Cancer is coming back out again. So let's just read this, because we did shuffle this today before we got started. We shuffled it, and we shuffled another deck, and that's how we got the Four Wands. The Four Swords, because it's not Wands. Four Swords, 10 Wands, and 4 Cups. So let's just write Cancer down here since it keeps coming up. Cancer symbolized by the crab which seeks shelter. See, in its own shell. You could be building what you consider to be shelter. It could be home. It could be fulfillment. It could be stability. You know, what you feel like you need in order to be supported, to be provided for, to be protected, to be cared for. Your space, your slice, your piece, right? It says cancers feel more supported in the comforts of their own home. Known for being intuitive, psychic, sensitive, and tuned into the cycles of the moon, number 18, moon energy, they are often artistically and musically inclined. So somebody may need to listen to some music. Again, we were picking up hobbies, finding outlet for your soul expression, and music helps lift the soul. You may not need to hear any words because it's almost giving me like soft jazz or like soft rock, you know, something like that that doesn't have any words to it, that it just like you can feel the vibration. It's giving something uplifting or soothing to the spirit. They are also extremely loyal and protective of those they care about. Somebody is protective of somebody that has a fucking complex. I don't know if this person has, I keep hearing a complex. I don't know what kind of complex they got, but you could be protecting somebody. It says, don't dare mess with their friends or family or else you'll get those pinchers. So you could be overly protective of somebody. Somebody that you care about, you may go to bat for them. You may have a track record of just going to bat for people in general. And that's kind of what we were talking about at the start of the message. We were talking about Veronica, happy birthday, and how sometimes people, you know, you don't always feel celebrated on your birthday, and how people that are around you are fucking just ruin your day. You could be a person that cares about a lot of different people and you pour into them. You're very protective and you're very giving and nurturing because you can sense their needs. Psychic, you could be empathetic, and you know, a person comes after anybody that you care about, you may get them pictures out like you'll go to bat for them, but are they going to bat for you? Are you, Ten of Wands, are you fighting for everybody else and nobody's fighting for you? But whatever you're fighting, if you are in a battle, a climax is approaching. Hygia. Named for the Greek goddess of health, this asteroid is associated with mental and physical health. And we talked about, you know, mental health just a little while ago. Hygiea can indicate our relationship to sleep. Four of Swords, hygiene, nutrition, exercise, and holistic wellness. And we were talking about those four corners like spiritual health, mental health, emotional health, physical health, and you can fill in everything else and allow, you know, the picture and everything to come together. Difficult aspects and transits featuring this asteroid can indicate sudden changes in your body or sudden onset of illness. So be careful and take care of yourself. Get plenty of rest, eat well, drink, you know, water, stay hydrated. Put something in your water, electrolytes, cucumber, celery, coconut water if you can drink it. Of course, don't drink anything you're allergic to. We shouldn't have to say that, but we do, you know. It's just giving, like, find ways to really take care of you. Divine feminine Cancer energy can pour a lot out into other people. You may need to manage your energy by standing in your authority and focusing on self. You are facing a lot with this Capricorn energy, doing a lot of hard work. So remember that rest and relaxation is important too. It says this asteroid has a powerful influence on those who work in the wellness industry. It may be a prominent player in the charts of doctors, healers, and other medical professionals. You could be a healer. Juno is coming through. Roman mythology, Juno is the devoted wife of Jupiter, queen of the universe, divine feminine energy, right? In astrology, this asteroid's been coming through. I don't know who that is. Asteroids have been coming through. We've seen asteroids in this deck a couple times. Look, water energy is on the bottom. That's Cancer, divine feminine energy. In astrology, this, I don't know, sometimes that people say divine feminine, like Empress is earth, but she always gives water to me, probably because she embodies all four queens, but the water is really coming through. It says in astrology, this asteroid represents intimate relationships, marriage, commitment, and partnerships, along with all the complexities. See, complex. See, Spirit, didn't Spirit say, keep saying that somebody got a damn complex? I'm just saying. It says in astrology, this asteroid represents intimate relationships, marriage, commitment, and partnerships, along with all the complexities that come with interpersonal relationships, including jealousy and infidelity. Look to Juno in your chart to see which zodiac sign is transiting for clues on whom you should be with. And I guess all of that's confirmation and the attributes, and there you go. You might look for in a strong relationship, being able to connect to people, and you will establish strong relationships, even to people that you may or may not need to be with, people that can exhibit other. Somebody got a fucking complex. I don't know what it is. It's giving like one of them grandiose kind of complex, or people who feel like you're supposed to put all of your energy and attention onto them. You're supposed to protect them and all it is. And fuck about yourself. What kind of complex is that? I don't know. But it's something weird. You dealing with somebody that got a complex. I can't make this shit up. Blood moon is coming through. I don't know. We just talked about the blood moon yesterday. We do know that a super moon is coming. It's going to be the deeper moon on November 5th. It says the blood moon occurs during a total lunar eclipse when the earth is between the sun and the moon. It says during this time, the moon's energy is extra intense. It can bring opportunities for personal discovery and manifestation of deeply held dreams and desires. Somebody is being like called to the mat. It's given like this. The spirit is really bringing something to your attention, right? If you don't feel this sense of fulfillment as you are tracking through your journey, you're on your way to fulfilling your dharma. Like it has to be brought up out of the spirit, moon energy. Whatever this is, it's a time for your own personal discovery so that you can manifest your deeply held dreams and desires. Doing the things may not make you feel fulfilled. Right, you could be busy as shit, 10 of Wands, a lot to do, a lot of hard work, a lot of responsibility. But Four of Cups doesn't mean that you're gonna feel fulfilled in pretty much any of it. You could do it just because it's out of obligation. It's just what you gotta do. It was like how life just ended up happening, a product of choices. But that doesn't mean that there isn't more for you. There is. Aries is coming through. And I always, I think this is Aries, like the god of war. Yeah, this is named for the Greek goddess Chaos. This asteroid's energy is associated with disruption, loss, and catastrophic events, so that somebody can transform with this butterfly, beloved. Yeah. In order to fully understand Aries' chaotic lesson, transformation, take a peek at the planet she's connected to and what house she sits in. It's given like she's definitely interrupting your divine feminine energy. She's interrupting this Cancer energy, right? And she could be focusing you to look into the darkness, see what you're struggling with. What is the hard work you're putting in? Are you giving yourself enough rest? Like, are you taking care of you? Or are you leaving it to other people who will not put you first? It says, do not despair when she shows up in your chart. She may be drawing your attention to injustices and imbalances, right? You have to face the injustices and the imbalances. What is it? This darkness? What is this toxicity? What is actually depressing me, right? Where I don't feel fulfillment. What is it that I need to face? Right? If you're putting in all this hard work and you're not resting, that's an imbalance. That's an injustice in your life. It helps you to learn to stand up for yourself, stand up in your power, Aries, divine masculine energy. Take your authority. No, this needs to balance out for me. I need to express my own divinity, crown chakra, like my purpose is here. I have understanding of it and I need space in order to pursue it. I need rest. I need support. You know what I mean? That type of energy. Neptune is coming through. Neptune represents inspiration, dreams, and illusions, right? Dreams can become reality when Neptune is present, but only if we're honest with ourselves. Can you face it? Conversations with other people, whatever complex they have, God complex or whatever this shit is giving somebody. I don't know what the fuck is up with that, but they giving like ego, God complex type of shit. Like how we were just talking about that Bruce Almighty, that person that feel like they got the power of God to change your will, to change your actions, your emotions. Yeah, no. Neptune can lead us to delude ourselves, and if our goals are not reasonable or clear, we may be stumble. It says if our goals are not reasonable or clear, we may stumble or falter while trying to transformation right here, our ideas into reality. Neptune is also associated with escapism, drugs, alcohol, and tunnel vision and delusion when it comes to matter of love. Are you deluded when it comes to matters of love? Are your pinchers out? Are you protective of and going to bat and fighting for and helping build for other people who are not putting in that type of energy for you? Are you deluded or romantical or fanatical about the relationships and you feel like it's more than what it is? It's not giving you what you need. You don't feel supported. You don't even have the room to pursue your destiny. And you could be putting it off or suppressing it because you're taking care of other people. Spirit is sending you through a transformation, one to your divine feminine energy, and another one to bring in your divine masculine energy. That way, you stand in your authority, you face your own toxicities, and you can express your divinity. Mm. We see the number 14 here. Neptune changes signs approximately every 14 years. Somebody could be associated with something for 14 years. You could have had a 14-year cycle. You could have had 2 7-year cycles. One 7-year cycle bringing you into your divine feminine. You could be reaching another 7-year cycle to really awaken your divine masculine. That's why a fiery climax is approaching. Yeah, new moon. See, new beginning, new start. That cycle is over. So a new moon is coming. Anything else in here in this one? Nieces. Yeah, this is another asteroid, a violent, devious centaur. It says nieces can unlock areas of pain in our lives so that we can begin healing. It indicates areas of our lives and personal relationships where there has been major suffering. Something gonna be cut out. And the spirit may even be cutting the grass low so that you can see the snakes in your grass. Yeah. It says, it points out where in your personal relationships you may have major suffering, abuse. It could point to traumas that need to be worked through. Understand how Nieces shows up in your chart can end a fiery climax approaches, end cycles of pain, and allow again for personal transformation. Somebody is going through, or you have been going through, 2 cycles of heavy transformation. One transformation was to awaken and balance your divine feminine energy. It even awakened your spiritual gifts, your psychic abilities. And the next cycle is awakening your divine masculine energy so that you can stand in your power and your authority, and it's marrying your energies together so that you can come to balance, come to par. Your red and your blue energies come together, it awakens your violet flame, like your crown chakra will seriously be lit. So it's something about the balance that's required, beloved. Pluto is coming through. Your willingness to confront the darkness, Capricorn. The darkness within you opens the gateway to profound healing and soul evolution. Let the transformation begin. I can't make it up, y'all. I would never. Right? Let the transformation begin. And we already see the color resonance, right? Somebody is evolving. And this is not an easy transformation. This is something that's taking cycles to go through. Like for somebody, this is 2 7-year cycles, like up to 14 years. That hit me in the kingdom. And after you be going through stuff like this type of journey for 14 years, it get thick, it get hard. People get tired. Like you end up to some people could want to quit. You know what I mean? Like goodness, the universe is speaking down. So stay grounded, stay rooted. The universe is working on you. It feels like clay. You could definitely feel a lot of heat. Like your spirit could be conflicted. You could feel conflicting energies. Like you could really be want to be up and go do some shit, and at the same time really need to rest. Yeah, solar eclipse is coming through. It's something about that. Allow the eclipse's energy to support your growth as you shed old patterns, release what no longer serves you, and step into the fullness of your potential. Somebody is on the track to reach the fullness of their potential. Leo energy. That's fire, Aries, Leo, fire energy. And this really does say, as you walk your path, remember that your strength is not only in the spotlight, but it's also in the shadows where you can uncover the depths of your soul. Somebody is really being pushed into the deep. And it's taking the courage to go all the way with it. Like you can go all the way. Yeah, galaxy and fire energy. Fire has really been coming through. Like segment has really been turning the heat up. And look, here's those asteroids. Every card down there we read out of the astrology was talking about asteroids. I think from Juno to Nieces, it was something else that was mentioning asteroid Hygeia, Eris. It's a lot of energy out here. None of us are just good or bad, never wrong or always right. No one exists without polarities that are working with them, against them, and within them. That's the Five of Wands. What are the polarities that's working for you and against you at the same time? Anytime we face, look, Sagittarius is coming through. Fire energy is so heavy. Look, Comet, the red and the blue. It's giving that purple energy. We were listening to Michelle from Life Mantra Tarot LMT, right? And one of the cards she pulled out was, I think it said, it was a conflict, and it was 2 R's. It was restless and relaxation, and something like that. And when she said it, I immediately got a Five of Wands conflict. I was like, it's conflicting priorities. It's conflicting principles, right? It is the polarity. It's the duality. It's the light and the dark. It's the restlessness versus being rested, right? It is the being up and being depressed, right? It is sometimes we are at war not only with others, but we are at war with self. When we war with self and we don't come to balance, we don't come to par with that energy and let it harmonize, within us, then the relationships that we have are, sometimes I'm seeing the word disingenuous, and I'm saying they are not harmonious. You can have people in your life that is disingenuous. They are disingenuous with you. They are not balanced relationships because you are not balanced within you. You're on the journey towards it. And you're going to run into a lot of different people that's going to bring this chaos to your life to teach you certain lessons. The lesson that you're getting right now is how to stand in your authority. We were talking about saying one very simple word that a lot of people struggle with saying, and it's only two letters: the word no, right? The word no is so simple, but a lot of people struggle with it because Cancer energy, they don't want to hurt another person. They feel like they're obligated to help them, to pour into them, to nurture, to give, and they become very protective and pinchy at others who they feel will offend their person. But will they person protect you the same way you do them? I'm getting no. They don't put out that type of energy. Virgo is coming through. Your pursuit of excellence is admirable, but let self compassion guide you. Self compassion. Perfection lies not in lawlessness, but in the authenticity of the heart and the soul. I don't know why lawlessness is coming through. You could probably get a little reckless when it comes to people and be like, don't fuck with mine, is what it's giving. But it's like, just, you have to be self compassionate. Allow self compassion to guide you. Did we just come out of Virgos? What season are we in? We're not in Virgo because I think we've been past Libra. Where are we at? Is it Scorpio? Virgo. Is it Scorpio season? Somebody is a seeker and a sage. See, that's that duality, right? The sun, illumination. You could be an enlightened person that walks in the darkness, right? Like, you are not afraid of the dark because your light comes within it, from within it lights your way. You don't need to see. You don't have to have a light in the dark to guide you. You're guided from within, right? You are the seeker. You are always looking, right? Seeking light, seeking information. But you are also a sage, somebody who gives enlightened information, right? It's the both. It's both things happening at once. Thank you, Miss Monica. Yes, Scorpio season. So that death and transformation is coming through. I can't make it up. Death and transformation, Scorpio season. Thank you, Miss Monica. Thank you to the spirit, to the Alpha and Omega who does it. Yeah, it's work to do. We do see hard work, and we see Seven of Cups, confusion, right? Somebody could be confused on what their work is. Like, what is their dharmic purpose? What are their souls? What is it that your soul is supposed to be accomplishing? And all of the work of your hands right now, is it going where it needs to go? How is it being received? What's the energy you have attached to it? Because I'm definitely picking up on something on the energy that you have attached to it. You want both of these? Yes. Yeah, what are you doing? What is the energy that's attached to what you're creating? What are you thinking about? What is the intention? What is the motive? Yeah, acceleration, Eight of Wands is coming through. So somebody could be going through a death and transformation, and things could be accelerating, things could be heating up. Ace of Wands, there's a lot of fire here. And we've been picking up segment coming through, heating things up. It's birthing a star anew. That's what it's giving. And it's causing a lot of anxiety. For somebody, it could be sleepless nights. You could need to rest. You could wake up feeling tired. You could be having crazy dreams. You can be stressed about what's coming up next. Like, I've been going through this for a minute. Like, with this shit, I just came out of something and I feel like I'm going right back in it. Yeah, tied up. Look at the Five of Pentacles. Like a loss of energy being wrapped up in your head is giving some sort of depressing spirit. Not having the energy to break free. Like, I've just been through this. Like, you just don't know. It's really awakening you, which is why it's so tough. It's so tough. Because somebody's really going through it. Three of Swords, Eight of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. 9 swords and 3 swords is fucking 12 swords plus 8 swords. That's 20 swords. That's 20 swords. 10 swords is like, shit, did the fucking most. That's like death and transformation. Like, what was laying down there with them 10 swords is not getting back up. That's resurrection. That's new life energy. It's done, did it, like, that's done. 20 swords, that's 2 10 of swords. That's 2 transformations. It's like, damn, spirit, you just doing the most. Like, can I get a fucking break? Like, I'm tired of pushing all this weight. Four of Swords, I'm tired of this shit. I need some rest. Ten of Wands, it's some heavy work. Four of Cups, and I don't even feel no fulfillment out of it. What the shit? Spirit, come on with the Temperance Angel. I need somebody to come in and help me get some balance. Three of Pentacles with this thing. The Hierophant coming through with the Ace of Cups. Let me come in and comfort you and show you how I've been growing you. How you've been going through this ascension. You finna get it. You got your light lit from within and you could walk on your own through the darkness. Queen of Swords. She ain't worried about shit. She'll slice a motherfucker up in the darkness. And she know how to manifest. Look, a whole new cycle coming in with the sun. It's a community. I'm hearing the word jealous. Instantly. Instantly. So be conscious of who is around you. Friendships, crossing. This could be a conflict. Soulmate energy intertwined. What are you entangled with? I'm not saying that this person not good for you, but they could damn sure take you off your focus. Gratitude is that light being lit from within. It's something about, you know, we were contemplating on this. In the Matrix, right? Matrix. It's this thing like when they always say, go into the light. Nope. Going into the light is like rebirth, resurrection energy. It's coming and being birthed into another portal. The universe, as we have been saying, is darkness. It's dark energy, dark matter. Doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just the sea of possibility. It is the essence, the space of everything that could be. The primordial abyss. It's dark. Why is it that we have everything that tell us to go back to the light and tell us to resurrect back in this damn plane? Sometimes you need to think about it from the opposite direction. Why is everybody so afraid of the dark? Gotta wait for the sun to shine on our side of the planet for what we call a daylight to see? No, you got your own light from within. You create and conduct your own electricity. Confirmation. Leo, you could walk in the dark. Boom. Stars. Shine bright like a diamond. Rest. Four of Swords. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright. There's the Four of Swords and it's backed up with the Four of Cups. Four of Swords, Four of Cups. The only thing that was in the middle is the Ten of Wands. See, you could be working so hard with community and connections with other people that may not turn around and do the same shit for you. They may not. Right? So King of Pentacles, what we've been talking about all week, is a master of their own energy. You know how to put up some damn boundaries and block out shit that doesn't serve you. Balance that shit out. What's this? Nine of Cups. So that you can get to your own wish fulfillment. Three of Wands. What do you see? Standing at the shore, waiting on the wave, needing to see something clearly. It's something that you don't see. Clarity is in reverse. Yeah, and it could be relationships. Four of Wands. People that you are connected to, that you create home with, or, you know, they are part of your heart space. You welcome these people in. You welcome these energies. And a lot of them could just be siphoning. Some of them could actually have demonic attachments. So it's like making a decision. When you're going to cut it out. Who to cut out. Let the spirit guide you. Yeah. Knight of Swords. People can get angry with you. Five of Swords. They may not understand, like, why you're changing relationship dynamics, right? It could seem, again, anger, impulse, rage. Like, why the fuck you doing this all of a sudden type of shit? Everything was fine. A fiery complex with a fiery complex. Somebody got an anger complex, an ego complex, something related to their root chakra. It's given like overstimulated, or somebody has like an inflated root chakra or inflated sense of self, and it leads them to have some sort of mental complex where they think of themselves. It's giving grandiose, like whoever they are, they feel like their energy or their presence or something about them matters so fucking much that it should affect your decision making and how you move. You may have taught this person that in the dynamics of your relationship that you will put them first, that you will put yourself behind them, and you will prioritize them and their needs, and your needs and priorities come second or third or fifth. Shit, judgment. Something that somebody doesn't want to let go, they don't want to change it, they're not gonna like your decision. Yeah, Page of Cups. I don't know if this person is just young acting, if they're emotionally underdeveloped, they're emotionally immature. Yeah, and look, there's your Emperor energy, Aries, and plans for the future for yourself. This energy is like, I'm thinking about self, self, self. What is it that I'm supposed to be doing? And it may not just be the dreams and goals for the whole family, but it could be something relative to you. What do you want to grow? Seven Pentacles. What do you want to focus on? We saw the focus card. What do you focus on? Not just focusing on everybody else, but focusing on yourself. The star. The star is being born. Like, you have to move forward so that your divinity can be expressed. We got a few more minutes. Anything else for the week? I'm hearing mindful messages, and then we gonna call it. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. I appreciate y'all. Self-love is the energy, and organize yourself. Yeah, their little coffee cup. Coffee. So wake up to self-love. Pour a big-ass dose of self-love in your cup. If you need to rest, rest. If you need to hydrate, hydrate. If you need to organize your life, organize it. You need to put boundaries up where people, even whether they understand or accept your judgment or not, it doesn't matter. You know, water your dreams. And I feel like we said this yesterday. Yesterday, I wanted to make sure we said it right. Like, sometimes we water our dreams with tears, right? The little plant that you're growing. Yeah, birthday naps. You might be discontent, right? Three of Swords. You might cry as you go through this transformation and purge, but you still are watering your dreams either way. All my desire is on the way to me. Like a seed, my dreams too must be watered. My belief and determination is what makes them grow. I will be patient throughout this journey. It is all unfolding at the perfect time. It is. Expressing love. Express love to yourself, right? And play. Playful energy. Lighten up. You know, sometimes you have to like pull up the joyous spirit within yourself. They don't. It's not a fun. It's always not funny. So what I'm gonna say, some people may like it and then they may not, right? Um, that's what they say is the game of life, right? And we all are playing the game, and it's given like, I'm hearing Tupac. Somebody got the rules missing or something like that. Like, you deep in the game, but you got the rules missing or something like that. Infinite creativity. That's a part of one of the rules of the game. Infinite creativity. The darkness, the abyss. This is a white slate, kind of opposite of what we are experiencing, but pure potentiality, pure, all limitless possibilities. You know, anything, you can tap into it. You know, you can create. The infinite is infinite, right? It's like, what do you want? What do you see? And the universe will conspire with you so that those things can be. Yeah, the universe will conspire with you so that those things can be. You can co create, you can do it together. And it's like, could be even moving you towards people that you will work together with. I think this same energetic message came out earlier, either this weekend or this week. like putting your back against, somebody else's and y'all hooking arms like y'all together with it. Right? And here is that rest energy, being able to nurture yourself. It's okay to want to stay home and be alone. I deserve days to myself, days to relax and simply be. You working hard. I honor how I feel and I take this day to do the things that feel nurturing to me. So today, Veronica, nurture yourself. Honor you. Happy birthday. So if you want a birthday nap, do that too. Yeah, follow your joy. Follow your joy and be present on your journey step by step. Right? And that was kind of like something that I was feeling. You see this? Like step by step. You're ascending and you're moving up, and the spirit is with you. And it's something about lightening up the energy, the mood. You see how they are smiling and laughing and stuff like that. That doesn't mean everything in life is always going to be great, right? You could be dealing with some shit. Subconscious mind, the moon energy, 18, things being revealed to you. In the present moment, I have nothing to worry about. I take life step by step, bite by bite, the same way you eat an elephant. It's a big job, and you can't do it all in one day. You know what I mean? But if you take one bite at a time, one step at a time, 1% a day, you can do it. Joyfully, right? Joyfully. Look at that expression. Joyfully overcoming any bumps along the way. They never said it was going to be easy. Right? When I live like this, I don't have to worry about the future. You don't have to worry. Nine of Swords, you can release it. This. I realize that the subconscious beliefs or programs may be holding me back from my desires. Moon energy. What is the spirit trying to reveal to you? What have you been suffering with? Nieces can unlock areas of pain in our lives where we can begin healing. It shows us areas of our lives and personal relationships where there has been major suffering or abuse, pointing to traumas that need to be worked through. Understanding how this shows up in your chart can end cycles of pain and allow for personal transformation. The personal transformation is out here. We change where the card is sitting at. Oh, here it is. Transformation. 1 and 9 is 10. And we talked about somebody that been through this twice, like 20 swords. Double transformation. For example, if I want more fulfillment in my life, I may have been told things growing up that I am subconsciously holding on to. So I go back to my past and release beliefs that no longer align, substituting them for ones that do. Can you go into that Capricorn space? Can you go into that darkness and realize that subconscious things, or like realizing the subconscious, realizing the old belief systems, the things that have been taught to you that no longer serve you? Can you clear that? Disconnected and reconnect. Stagnation and reverse is given like somebody could be super busy, 10 of Wands, like doing a lot of shit, not getting enough rest, and still don't feel fulfilled out of it. What are you working in vain? Like, what are you working on? Were you pushing that hard? You're not resting, but you don't feel fulfilled at the same time? It's something to stop and look at that. Do you want this one? Do you want this? These? No. Spirit says stop and look at that. Edge of greatness is here. I do feel Virgo energy because we saw that. It's giving this. Something with edge of greatness is coming through. But you have to balance. See, you got to balance. You got to balance your energy. That's what's behind there, is balancing. The water coming through in Virgo giving earth is giving me Temperance Angel. You know, Temperance Angel has 2 cups, and they are always, something happened with the live. I don't know, y'all. Oh, there we go. I'm like, what happened? Spirit is saying the Temperance Angel has 2 cups. She pours on in the water and she pours on the earth. So not only do you have to feed your physical manifested self, your earthly self, but you also have to feed your spiritual self. It's something about balancing both. You have to feed your masculine energy as well as your divine feminine energy, right? Like you have to feed both. It's something about being balanced in your scales. And Spirit also gave me this because we use this illustration in yesterday's message. Like when you start to release those old belief systems, the things that no longer serve you, the anger, the frustration, the jealousy, the bitterness, the envy, the grief, everything that's in this scale, and you start taking it off, that scale gets lighter and lighter and lighter. And because it's like, say it's heavy and you take all that shit off, it lightens up and then there's a shift, right? And so now this side is affected where it tilts. It does tilt in your favor towards the goodness. But sometimes, again, nothing is all good and nothing is all bad. Everything that's heavy on this side now, the goodness, it tilted in your favor. Guess what? It's eventually going to balance out. Because you're supposed to be at par. You're supposed to be balanced. You should be able to put a feather on one side and put your heart on the other side. And your heart should actually be lighter than the feather. So it's something going on with that, with like the balancing of the scales is happening. Releasing, there's like a shift in weight. And then there's the balancing having to come back to a sense of stability is what I'm feeling. So I don't know if that makes sense for somebody, but it's giving that. Because look, we see 2 of wands right here, balance, 2 wands, and now we see 2 cups. It's definitely something with balancing yourself, balancing your emotions, so that you can have a balanced plan of action going forward. You even feel comfortable enough to take the actions to go forward, to do it. You may not know what's going to happen walking through the unknown, but you know you are lit up from the inside out. You don't have to see what, in the darkness around you. You just follow the light within, and you know that you are safe. You are held in creation. There's nowhere that you can go. Even transition onto death. You know that there's nothing going to happen. See, scarcity. You cleared the energy of scarcity. You're no longer scared. You don't lack protection. You know that you are protected. You can take the opportunity. You can go forward even when you don't see clearly. Look, you can face the toxicity. You don't have to see clear. You don't have to see exactly what it is. You're lit up from within. You have the ability and the strength, the time, the energy to go forward despite it. And you're psychic, right? Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you so much. Like you're intuitive. You can feel it. And that pulls you forward. You in the spirit. It's given towards your focus, Page of Pentacles. Look, Hangman, awakening to it. Seeing things completely different. You don't have to walk in the light. People always like, run to the light. Run. And what did she say? She even when did that movie Poltergeist, because I just heard Little Miss Zelda when she was screaming at Carol Ann, stay away from the light. Don't go into the light. But it's not how she was saying it. She was saying that if Carol Ann went to the light, she would cross over. But I'm saying that if you go into the light, you come back. That's the portal back into this bitch. And if you are sick of Earth School and you ready to graduate, go to the darkness. Because that's the primordial abyss. That's the essence of where everything begins. Don't think about it from what I'm saying. Let it marinate in your spirit and see what spirit tell you. Do some research. Shit. Fucking go into the light and be right back over here having a whole nother journey and experience so that we can learn next time. Don't be afraid of the darkness. Everything is in the dark. This. I know. Because when we went, it didn't feel like that. It didn't feel like nothing like anybody has said. Everybody may have their own death experience and what they experienced when they transitioned to the other side. But that hit me in the kingdom, but we did not get all of that. We damn sure didn't see folks You know, I ain't gonna ruin it for y'all for what, because in my experience could have just been our experience, and it could be personal based on your own subconscious and what it is that you expect to see. Yeah, see, family, you know, and I see two of pentacles. That's another two coming through. So we saw two of cups, two of wands, and two of pentacles, two, two, two. Did we put, I think that was yesterday. I can't remember. What did we put? I just want to see. I don't even know if we can see it. Description. 18 energy was depressing you. I think that's it. Yesterday, I think the numbers 222 were present. So, thank y'all so much. We gotta go. We a little bit, you know, we gotta do the things to do the things that make sure everything keep doing the things. You know what I'm saying? Uh, think about this on this day though. You know, sometimes it's like we get so afraid of operating in the darkness and you forget that you create your own electricity like you already lit. Like you can see, you can feel your way through it. That the infinite is infinite and it can create whatever it wants to. And you're as safe as you go through your transformation. It may have been a long time. I mean, like 14 years. Shit, that's a long time for somebody to be going through it, going through it. But if you are chosen and you have a significant dharmic purpose, right? Then you're gonna go through it, and that's just the reality of it. Like you have to be prepared to put in service. You're in training. You're growing. You're here in the conflict, in the battle for a reason. And I can't make this shit up. Look at what we stopped on, Leo. To what? Leo is represented by the lion, and you can hear them roar as they enter the room with the gusto. They are the shining stars of the zodiac, ready to take on the world in style. So you getting ready to take on the world, right? It says they'll let you know who's boss in a quick second. So no more speaking up. And I mean, if you're not speaking up and you was doing things for other people and not getting what you want, you stepping into this fire energy, it's gonna be the end of that. And people not gonna always like how relationship dynamics have changed. They not gonna appreciate that judgment. Like you putting a boundary up, they like, what? Since when you not doing this and since when you not doing that? You know, they're gonna be taken aback when you start pulling your power back and allocate it to self. They put clear and stagnation. Somebody is stagnant and they have a scarcity mindset. So you might be teaching them that they can fend for themselves. Like they actually need to, because what are they going to do without you? See, together. This somebody may be feeding off of you, right? They may feed off your connection. They may be dependent upon you. I see this. Dependent, right? And it might be time for you guys to change that. Like, I'm going to need you to be able to stand for yourself. You might even see things about you that had dependent tendencies, like you may have done things for people or refused to say no because you don't want to damage the relationship. You want to make sure that everybody is good, and sometimes that can happen at your own detriment. Yeah, aura is coming through. So remember, your aura is a reflection of your thoughts, your emotions, and your intentions. So fill it with positive energy and watch it grow. Right, so what are you thinking when you put out this energy? What are your emotions that are tied to it? Is it because it's truly self-fulfilling and soul-fulfilling and purposeful? Or is it because you don't want people to leave you? Is it coming from a codependent place where you want to hold on to relationships? Is it a root chakra issue where you fear abandonment? You know what I mean? Like, do you feel like you get your self-worth by helping other people and them looking at you in some sort of way? Some people could be linked into martyrdom. Like, if I am so sacrificial and sacrilegious, then people will hold me in high self-esteem, but that's not the case. What happens is that you feel undervalued, you feel unappreciated, you don't feel celebrated, because nobody is ever going to love you the way that you love you, beloved. A part of self-love and self-care is to have boundaries, is to show people how to respect you, how to treat you, and they do that based on how you treat you. asteroids coming through to have collisions with you, to teach you and to remind you all of that. How did you learn it? What put it into your makeup, subconscious? Why you going through this journey to end all of that death, to be renewed with new life, resurrect. Birthing the divine feminine, now birthing your divine masculine, marrying your energies, soulmate, so that your violet flame can be lit. Star is being born, and I'm hearing you will no longer deal with any of it. You will protect yourself, beloved. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I thank you so much. I thank the Alpha and the Omega for each and every one of you. For y'all know it's not your girl. It's not your girl IT. We don't pull cards. We don't do none of this. This is the Alpha and Omega bringing this message through us, onto us first and foremost. Because we ain't going to feed you shit we wouldn't eat. Right? We just don't. Right? They cooking it up. The meal going to be edifying for all of the week to spiritually strengthen us, so that we can bear the yoke that's on our shoulders. For a lot of us are spiritually malnourished, right? You need something to really get that gut full and strengthened up. It's like so that you can bear this yoke, and it's heavy for somebody. 10 of Wands heavy, 20 Swords heavy to get you ready. So thank you to the A and the O. For with that, all things are possible. To the next now. Love y'all so much. Ashe.